Okay, hello everyone, this is Mr. Runner here again, and once again, we are going through the Hashira on the first day of Hinokami Chronicles 2 coming out. We're up to Mitsuri now, and that means we're on another one of the kings and queens, putting a lot of junk and sound all over the screen so the opponent cannot see what's going on, and you give him no chance of seeing if there's a throw coming or if there's anything else coming, because there is just 1,000 pink particle effects on the screen. So, Mitsuri is actually really interesting. I think she has one of the most unique combo routings, at least, that we're aware of, that I am aware of so far. And this video is not going to be a combo guide, just letting you know. It's just going to be a moveset showcase. So we're showing over moves, over specials, all of that, in case you're unable to play her yet. So, regular target combo. I do want to say, before we start, I thought she would have really above average range, kind of like Daki, but I'd say it's kind of average for a Slayer, even though she has her giant, ribbon sword. She doesn't really use all of it on the first hit, unfortunately. But regular target combo, lovely, many hits, decent damage. Now her up target combo, aerial target combo, and down target combo. All great, all average, and do, decent enough damage. Her dive kick, like a lot of Hashira, interestingly has 2 hits and does put the opponent into the air, and it does start a red combo, unfortunately. Now, having the second hit can be good, because if you do miss-space it, she will still do the second hit, and that adds a lot of range to your dive kick, which is cool. Her throw is, I would say average. It has decent range, but nothing amazing to ride home about, and it does have a little bit above average damage. I think average is like 1,200 or 1,200 or 1,500. So she's got a little bit more, but it's not Sanemi level, where he has 1,900. But yeah, solid. Solid throw. Also not super fast, but it's good. And she'll be using it a lot, I imagine, since she's covering the screen in all of this garbage and dashing after the opponent and going for throws. Right. Oh, and her heavy. Also pretty normal, has many hits, cool cartwheeling, looks great. Now, let's get into specials. So her regular special is actually maybe one of her most complex, even though it seems really boring and simple. But yeah, you tap it, she hits the opponent, and it doesn't do a super amount of damage, but it looks like a simple move. But it does actually recover instantly in the air and let you combo from the air. So you can instantly go into a dive kick, or as you just saw there, you can instantly go into a regular attack combo. Here's the dive kick. So she can just go into any air action from this, which is really interesting and can add a lot of damage to combos. And if I just show you an example of how I think a lot of her routing is going to add damage, if she does something like this, into aerial target combo into this again, then she can get free loops into the aerial target combo, and then get something simple like this. Even that was just, an unoptimal random combo I just did, but did pretty decent damage for, just 2 specials, and getting, at least in previous games, getting a lot of aerial target combos was a good way of adding a lot of damage to your attack strings. So the fact that she can do that so easily and just instantly be in the air doing an aerial target combo seems like it'll be pretty strong. And like I mentioned, she can do anything, so she can do an attack and then go for a dive kick, whatever you want to do in your combo. So really cool. But that's just from the regular tap. You can actually press it again, and she'll do a second strike. It adds a decent bit more damage to it, and it seems like it becomes a hard knockdown, because everything else that I hit the opponent with that may knock them away, like this, the opponent's on quick recover. So, when you're just mashing the jump button, you bounce out of things so you don't get launched into a hard knockdown, and then you're back into neutral. But this, when you hit them with it, as you can see, he can't bounce up, and he's stuck in that knockdown for ages, which is pretty cool, because if you are ending your combo in this, pretend I've done a long combo, it keeps him over there. If I stand still, I can get back like a whole bar in a bit, just by, being patient and not trying to go for aggro, Oki and stuff. So that's really, really cool. And I really, really like modular specials like that in this game, because you don't have many specials, you may as well make them interesting and have multiple applications. So once again, you can press it once to be instantly in the air, and as you can see on block, that's not going to be really good because you can't cancel into aerial attacks on block, which sucks. But if you notice that it is going to be on block, then you do the follow-up, and you might catch the opponent trying to punish the first one, And then if you see they block that too, then you can go into something else and blah, 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 blah. Pretty cool. And you can also choose to end your combo in it because it has a really long knockdown and some decent damage. So cool. That's just one special. In the air, by the way, of course, it acts like basically the exact same because she goes into the air to do it anyways. And you can do them both follow-ups. Cool. Now, tilt special, finally, is a classic tilt special, except it's just way so dramatic, so extra, so many hits, so much twirling, so many particle effects. There's bubbles, there's shimmers, there's everything on the screen. Looks cool. It does pretty average damage for a move of this type, 1200. And it does put the opponent in a little bit of a weird height. But what's cool about it is that if you're just mashing the dash button afterwards, you can get a free dash cancel afterwards, and it doesn't charge you for it. Because a lot of characters offer this sort of thing, like Rengoku. If you do this, and then press the dash cancel button, he'll like do a dash cancel that costs meter. Whereas hers, it's just as a launcher, and she's recovering, and can just go for the dash up for free, which is really good. Especially considering we have good aerial options like we've been talking about. So if you go for something like this, and then you're in the air, and dash up into the air again, get a hard knockdown, blah, 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 blah. Not optimal, just showing, options. So very cool. It doesn't move exceptionally fast because she does kind of get straight into the spinning. But from around like water wheel range, it's going to be very proficient in the same way that a water wheel is. On block, she does do the full animation, and you can't actually cancel out of it. Like, some things you can cancel early, especially, what's her name? What's the girl that does the... Girl from season 1 that does the water wheels? I don't even remember. My bad. It's been ages. But yeah, she can't cancel out of this, so it is a bit unsafe to do, and you want to pray that it hits. Hopefully it has good tracking. But on block... Yeah, she also can't dash cancel it. Oh yeah, but you can go into other specials. So that's the mix-up to keep yourself safe from doing it. You can, go into other things. Go back into itself. When am I gonna stop? You don't know, because I'm psycho. So yeah, pretty simple special, and like we showed, works the same in the air, because she just goes back down to the regular spot. And good combo fodder, of course. Now, her guard special is also pretty damn unique. Once again, it has almost all the same properties of the other moves she's done before. It has great range, great particle effects, it also starts a combo, and it also leaves her in the air as a way of starting a combo. So she can go for a dive kick or a regular aerial target combo, and all this from an instantly invincible teleport that reaches pretty damn far. Like, round start distance, easy. I think it's even further than round start distance. Yeah, she can go, not full screen of course, but even that, she almost made it to the opponent from over here. So she's going to be pretty damn good at anti-zoning. Someone's throwing projectiles? No, you're not. Not anymore, at least. And depending on the height or where you're using it in a combo, I think if it's raw, you basically will always have to do a dive kick as a way to extend. Yeah. It may not lead to huge damage. Actually, I wonder if you can dash afterwards. Oh, but that cost a bar of meter. Yeah, so not much worth doing that. So just go for the dive kick into whatever combo afterwards. But yeah, having an invincible teleport, like, come on, that's ridiculous. I'm sure it's unsafe on block, but regardless, that's super strong. Yeah, so you don't recover in the air if it... So I can't, like, dash away, and I can't do aerial attacks until I fully recover on the ground. So that's good. But regardless, super strong. Love that. Now, as an assist, what does she give us? So she does the double hit. It becomes a red combo, but it does lead to a crumple, which is pretty strong. And the tilt... Oh, hell yeah, that starts a yellow. I was assuming that would be a red, but dang, having all this visual noise on the screen, so many hits, launches the opponent into the air. That's going to be a super easy conversion for you to dash in, either go for a combo, or get like easy unblockables into throws. That's super strong. Oh, wow. I didn't notice that in my practicing before. It seems like they've nerfed doing assists into throws, because that did like no damage. Are they just nerfed? Yeah, it seems like if anything from the assist connects, the throw does like no damage. What about regular combos? Yeah, they do nerf the damage really a lot from them. That's cool. Love that. Okay, and then as for her ultimate, how does it look like and how far does it go? Bunch of twirling, but I would say just maybe a little bit above average range, but not super fast either. So yeah, she definitely seems like she's going to be a queen of neutral. Of course, she's a queen of putting visual effects all over the screen, but having all these ways to kind of go ridiculous in neutral, having a really nice like multi-hitting long-range dive kick to cover this angle, you know, having basically a water wheel, having like a almost full-screen invincible teleport for zoners that starts combos, and having interesting ways of routing by putting yourself into the air and being able to keep yourself safe by doing it twice and whatever. She seems like a really cool, really versatile character for a Slayer, and yeah, I think she'll be fun to play. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.